Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Buggy Coder. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to discuss about the React basic file structure. So without wasting much time, let's start. In our project that we have set up in our previous video, there are multiple files, right? So we will discuss one by one. The first file is node module. As I have discussed in previous video, node module nothing but a file where all dependencies are stored that is needed in our project. So next is the public file. Here you can see there is a icon is there, that is vibe.svg, and in project is running in the localhost 5173. So I have already started it in my browser, so you can start it by npm run it. Okay, so as I mentioned that the vibe.svg, that is present in our public folder because we have created this project with vibe. So this SVG file is used in our index.html file. In the link you can find that dot vibe.svg. It is nothing but the icon that is present here, because you can see the icon is added in our header section. So the basic thing is that if you want to add any icon as per your project need, you can add this in the public folder. Okay, so next is src. So for now I am skip this src folder. Let's go to the next. It is the git ignore. Git ignore file is nothing but a file where you can add some file name that you want to ignore when you add this folder or file to your Git repository, because you can see there is a file added here that is node module, because node module is not needed in your Git repository, right? Node module is a huge file, so you can add this as a Git ignore file, and Git automatically ignores this node module, and when you commit the whole file, skip git automatically skip this node module and commit the other file as well. So next is ESLint, ESLint config.js. ESLint is a service that helps you to write a fresh and good code. You can add multiple restrictions here, and ESLint automatically add this restriction to your code. That leads you a good code, good code structure as well. So now for now you can ignore this ESLint config.js. It is actually project requirement thing. If your project requires that thing, you can add this. So next to index.html, that is the most important thing in our project. If you see the whole project, you can find that there is a only .html file in your project, because React is a single page application. So there is a one HTML file that renders your all pages accordingly as per your need, as per your route. Okay, so in this HTML file you can find in a header section where you can see there's a link, as I mentioned, the white.svg that icon provides here. That that is showing this icon. So according to your project, you can add your project icon here and change this from here. So it automatically change the icon from your header section. You can see the title section. For now, we can change this title and change this title to React right. So if I save this, you can automatically reflect here. Okay, so you can ask me that how the whole HTML that is showing here, it is not shown here, so how it is coming. So you can see in the body section there are two things. That's a div that have an ID of root and a script that import a main.js from our SRC. Now, if I commit one of them, suppose I commit this thing, the ID root div, so the whole thing are gone. Same as if I uncomment it and comment this script thing, you can see it is also gone. So the main thing is that the HTML you have shown in this web page that is coming through this whole div and script thing. How? So go to the main.js, that is in the SRC, you can find the main.js. Here you can see there is an element that have an ID of root. This element is rendered through this div. Okay, if I change this ID and change this to buggy coder root, so the thing is gone, and let's copy it and paste it here. Let's see. Yeah, it is coming, but you can see there is some CSS problem going on here. It is nothing but a CSS problem, because in the index.css that we can discuss later, here you can see the root is mentioned here, where you can see that there is some CSS written here. The main thing is that every JSX is rendered through this root thing that is mentioned here. So let's change this as before. So the main JSX is rendered through this root, and which is rendered here through the div and the script thing as well. Next thing is that the package JSON. Package JSON is a file where all your project dependencies are written here. When in a previous video, when I add this project in the initial stage, you can see the node module and the package JSON was not there. When I add the comment npm I, the npm automatically add the dependencies in the node module and add the package JSON. So the npm get to know which package or which dependency should add it from the package.json. Here you can see all dependencies are written here with their version as well. And next is Vite config. Vite, as our project is made by Vite, we are using Vite actually. So the Vite config Next.js is here. If you use Next.js or any other way, the white config was not there. So in our case, if we need any third-party libraries that have a dependency to add the white label need to be added in white label, so we need to add this in the white config.js. Now go to the main part, that is our SRC part. That is the main part where we are going to work. First of all, the main.js. It is the main root. You can tell that it is the main gateway to our project, where you can see there is strict mode from React. It is for the development purpose. The create root thing that create our element and render our JSX. You can see in the create root element there is a document.get element by ID that needs a root element that renders our app.js that is wrapped with strict mode. App is a child component for now, and here you can see the index.css is imported here. Index.css is a global level CSS file in your project. If you need to add any global CSS that needs to be added in the whole project, that CSS you can add in the index.css file. So in the main JSX, you can see app.jsx. App.jsx is the child component of main JSX. So if you go to the app.jsx, you can see the HTML you have seen here. It is written here, right? So if I edit this white.react to the buggy coder, it will automatically reflect here. So the HTML that you are seeing in this web page, that is written in this app.jsx, but it is not a HTML. It seems like HTML, but it is a JSX. It is basically a JavaScript, which is written as a HTML syntax. It is nothing but a JSX. So you can see there is a app.css here, import here. This is app.css. This app.js is actually only used for the app.js. So it is not a global CSS. For if you add any component, any child component, you can add its own CSS like this manner. And you can see there is a use state. It is a hook. Because we will discuss this hook section separately. So for now, skip this section. And there is a asset section. Asset is a folder where you can add any picture, any image, any music, audio, anything in the asset section. That's all for our React file structure. If you like my video, please give a like and subscribe my channel. If you don't, please let me know which portion you don't like so that I can modify this section from my side. And I have a plan to make our channel a one-stop React solution where you can find everything about React. So stay tuned with me